Ramadan is a month of fasting and prayer. It brings us closer to Allah and each other. It brings us closer to Allah and each other.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. The Prophet of Rahmah, the intercessor of Ummah, the owner of Jannah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has stated, undoubtedly Allah Azza wa Jal has appointed an angel to my grave, who has been granted the ability to hear the voice of every creature. Hence, whosoever recites salat upon me until the day of judgment, the angel presents to me that person's name along with his father's name, and says, so and so has recited salat upon you this time. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah, my dear viewers, in this beautiful silsila of the blessings of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, in the previous episode, I discussed about the excellence of Nafl fast. And inshallah, in this episode, I shall also discuss about the excellence of Nafl fast. Let's listen to some of the virtues of the 6 fasts after Eid. Number 1. Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma has narrated that the noble Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, the one fasting in Ramadan and then fasting 6 days in Shawwal has been cleansed from sins as if he was born from his mother's womb today. Number 2. Sayyidina Abu Ayyub radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated the following statement of the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. Whoever keeps fast in Ramadan and then keeps 6 fasts in Shawwal, it is as if he kept fast for his entire life. Number 3. Sayyidina Thu'ban radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated that the Prophet of mankind, the peace of our heart and mind, the most generous and kind sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, the one fasting 6 days after Eid al-Fitr in Shawwal has fasted the entire year, because whoever brings one good deed will get 10 rewards for it. My dear viewers, by the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, and for the sake of His beloved Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, how easy it is for us to earn the reward of the fast of the whole year. Every Muslim should seize this opportunity. The wisdom behind the reward of a year's fast is that Allah Azza wa Jal bestows 10 times reward upon the Muslims for every single deed just because of His mercy. Thus, the merciful Allah Azza wa Jal has said, مَنْ جَاءَ بِالْحَسَنَةِ فَلَهُ عَشْرُ أَمْثَالِهَا. Whoever brings one good, then for him there are 10 like thereof. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, the foregoing verse makes it clear that the fasts of Ramadan are equivalent to those of 10 months, and then 6 more fasts are equivalent to 60 fasts, 2 months of fasting. In this way, one will earn the reward of the fast of the entire year. Alhamdulillahi ala ihsani. My dear viewers, Sadr Sharia, Madru Tariqa, Shaykh Allama Maulana Mufti Muhammad Amjad Ali Azmi alayhi rahmatullahi al-Qawi has stated in a footnote to Bahari Shariat, it is better to have these 6 fasts separately, on alternate days or after every 2-3 days. But there is still no harm if somebody fasts consecutively after Eid al-Fitr. Khalil Millat, Shaykh Allama Maulana Muhammad Khalil Khan Qadri Barakati Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi has stated, though there is no harm if somebody keeps these fasts consecutively after Eid al-Fitr, it is better to keep them separately. In other words, 1 after Eid al-Fitr, then 2 in every week. If it takes the whole month to have these 6 fasts, it seems even more appropriate. In other words, one can keep 6 fasts whenever he wants in the whole month of Shawwal, except the day of Eid al-Fitr. According to some ahadith, The first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah are the best days after the days of Ramadan. Let's listen to some of the narrations regarding Dhul Hijjah. Number 1. The Prophet of Rahmah, the intercessor Ummah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has stated, no deed performed any other day is liked by Allah Azza wa Jal more than the deed performed during these 10 days. The sacred companions radiyallahu ta'ala anhum asked, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, not even jihad? He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam replied, and not even jihad, except the person who leaves his home with his life and wealth and does not bring anything back. In other words, only the mujahid who succeeds in sacrificing his life and wealth in the path of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala can be better than the one who performs good deeds in the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Sayyidina Abu Qatada radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated the following fragrant statement of the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Our presumption from Allah Azza wa Jal that the fast of Arafat, 9th Dhul Hijjah, removes the sins of the previous year and the next year. Sayyidatuna Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha has narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam has said, the fast on Arafat, 9th Dhul Hijjah, is equivalent to 1,000 fasts. However, this fast is makruh for the one who is in the plains of Arafat to perform Hajj, as Sayyidina Ibn Khuzaymah radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated from Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an that the Prophet of Rahmah, the intercessor of Ummah, the owner of Jannah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, forbade Hajj pilgrims to keep fast on the day of Arafat, the 9th Dhul Hijjah in Arafat plains. Dear viewers, every Islamic brother and sister should fast at least 3 days every Islamic month, as there are many worldly and religious benefits and advantages of this righteous act. It is best to fast during the Ayyamul Bid, which are the 13th, 14th and 15th of every lunar month. Let's listen to some of the narrations in regards to the fast of Ayyamul Bid. Number 1. Sayyidatuna Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha has narrated that there were 4 things the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam never missed. Number 1. The fast of Ashura. Number 2. The fast of the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Number 3. 3 fasts in every month. And number 4. 2 rakat sunnah before the fard of Fajr. Number 2. Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma has narrated that the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam would always keep fast during Ayyamul Bid, whether he was in the state of journey or in residence. Number 3. Sayyidatuna Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha has narrated the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam would keep fast on Saturday, Sunday and Monday in 1 month, and he would keep fast on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday in the next month. Number 4. Sayyidina Uthman bin Abu As radiyallahu ta'ala an has said that he radiyallahu ta'ala an heard the Prophet of Rahmah, the intercessor of Ummah, the owner of Jannah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam say, as any one of you have a shield for protection during war, likewise fast is also your shield from hell, and 3 fasts every month are the best fasts. Number 5. Fasting 3 days every month is like fasting for the entire life. Number 6. The fast of Ramadan and 3 fasts every month remove the evil of chest. Number 7. Whoever can fast 3 days every month should do so, because every fast removes 10 sins and cleanses the sinner from sins as water washes clothes. Number 8. If you want to fast 3 days in a month, so fast on the 13th, 14th and 15th. Now let's listen to some of the sacred hadith about fasting on Mondays and Thursdays. Number 1. Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an has reported that the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, these are presented every Monday and Thursday in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. So I want that my deeds be presented whilst I am fasting. Number 2. The Prophet of mankind, the peace of our heart and mind, the most generous and kind, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, would keep fast on Monday and Thursday. When asked about the reason for this, he sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam said, in these 2 days, Allah Azza wa Jal forgives every Muslim except such 2 Muslims who have ended relations with each other. He Azza wa Jal orders the angels to leave them until they reconcile. Number 3. Sayyidatuna Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha has stated, the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam would particularly keep fast on Monday and Thursday. Number 4. Sayyiduna Abu Qatada radiyallahu ta'ala anha stated, the Prophet of Rahmah, the intercessor of Ummah, the owner of Jannah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, was asked about the reason for keeping fast on Monday. He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam replied, I was born on this day, in other words Monday, and this is the day I received my first revelation. Number 5. The slave of Sayyidina Usama bin Zayd radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma has stated, Sayyidina Usama bin Zayd radiyallahu ta'ala an would not miss the fast of Monday and Thursday, even in the state of journey. I asked him why he keeps fast on Monday and Thursday despite his old age. He radiyallahu ta'ala an replied, Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam would also keep fast on Mondays and Thursdays. I, Usama bin Zayd radiyallahu ta'ala an, asked, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, why do you keep fast on Monday and Thursday? He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam replied, the deeds of people are presented in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal on Monday and Thursday. My dear viewers, we have learned from the blessed ahadith that the deeds of people are presented in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal every Monday and Thursday. And Allah Azza wa Jal forgives the Muslims out of His grace in both these days. But the people who have ended relations with each other are not forgiven. It is a matter of concern for all of us. These days, there would hardly be any person who does not have malice in his heart toward other Muslims. Malice is the feeling of hatred and enmity in the heart. We should seriously ponder over this issue. If you have hatred for a Muslim, we should remove that hatred from our heart. If you have any domestic quarrel, you should be the first to approach others and make attempts for reconciliation. If all sincere efforts of reconciliation fail, then the person who made the first approach will be relieved of his responsibility, insha'Allah Azza wa Jal. The noble Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam used to fast on Mondays and Thursdays. One of the reasons for fasting on Mondays was his blessed birth. So it is as if the Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam used to celebrate his birth by fasting every Monday. Let's listen to some of the virtues of fasting on Wednesday and Thursday. Number 1. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma has reported the following blessed saying of the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. If anyone keeps fast on Wednesday and Thursday, protection from hell is written for him. Number 2. Sayyidina Muslim bin Ubaidullah radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated from his honorable father radiyallahu ta'ala an that either he asked the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself or someone else asked, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, shall I fast every day? He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam remained silent. He asked again, but the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam remained silent. When he asked for the third time, the noble Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam asked, who asked about fast? He replied, me, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam replied, verily, your family has a right over you. He fasted in Ramadan and in the following month, in other words, Shawwal, and every Wednesday and Thursday. If you do this, it will be as if you have fasted forever. Number 3, whoever fasted in Ramadan, Shawwal on Wednesday and Thursday shall enter heaven. Let's listen to some money pearls about Nafl fast. Number 1, if parents prevent their son from Nafl fast for fear of illness, the son should obey them. Number 2, a wife cannot keep a Nafl fast without her husband's permission. Number 3, in case of having a Nafl fast deliberately, it becomes wajib to complete it. If it is broken, it will be wajib to make up for it. It is not permissible to break a Nafl fast without a valid exemption. If a fasting host realizes that the guest will resent if the host does not eat with the guest, or if a fasting guest realizes that the host will resent in case of his not eating with the host, it is a valid exemption for breaking the fast, provided that the fast is broken before the Islamic midday, in other words, Dahwa Kubra, and the one breaking the fast is certain to make up for it later. Due to the annoyance of parents, one can break a Nafil fast before Asr, not after Asr. If a fasting person is invited to a meal by an Islamic brother, he can break Nafil fast before the Islamic midday, but it will be wajib for him to make up for it later. If I'm invited to a meal, then I will not fast. But if I'm not, then I will fast. This type of intention and fast are invalid, regardless of whether or not one is invited to a meal. If an employee or laborer will not be able to carry out his work properly and completely due to Nafil fast, it is necessary for him to seek the permission of his employer. However, if he can do work completely, he does not require his employer's permission in this case. Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam used to fast on alternate days. Fasting in this manner is called fasting of Dawood. This is a preferable manner of fasting fast, as Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam has said, the preferable fast is the fast of my brother Dawood alayhi salam. He alayhi salam used to fast one day and not the next, and he never fled from the enemy. Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salatu wassalam used to fast the first 3 days, the middle 3 days, and the last 3 days of the month. Hence, he used to be in the state of fasting in the beginning, middle, and the end of the month. Fasting the whole year is makruh tanzihi. I pray to Allah Azza wa Jalla that He gives us all the ability to fast in Ramadan and also outside of Ramadan. Ameen bijahin nabil ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
Ramadan is a month of fasting and prayer. It brings us closer to Allah and each other. It brings us closer to Allah and each other.